Universities were not businesses in the Islamic civilization, and they were not part of a government ideology. And people in the Islamic universities or madrasas or jami'at, they were free because they got their salaries from the awqaf. All the way until the previous century, major Islamic universities were actually free politically and socially, and scholars of these universities were not employed by governments or employed by companies that are trying to profit, because they get their salaries from the awqaf. And that guaranteed what we call today in the West academic freedom. That guaranteed that when there is an occupation of Egypt, for example, it was the scholars of Al-Azhar who resisted the occupation. When there was any invasion for any part of the Muslim world, East or West, it is the scholars who stand up, because they are not employed by anybody. They are employed by the awqaf that spend on the university system and the madrasa and college and school system. And that is how you could free the education of an ummah from ideologies that could be different from the Islamic way of life. The awqaf expanded not just for education, primary and secondary and universities, they expanded to become research centers. Bayt al-Hikmah in Baghdad, the House of Wisdom, was a major research center. And so many things that we enjoy today in Western civilization had started, so many inventions, if you go and read about that, had started in that place, Bayt al-Hikmah in Baghdad. And that place was replicated in many other cities around the Muslim world, and it was based on awqaf, based on people's donations for the research of the ummah to be independent as well. And we know today, especially those who are into academia, you know how much research, whether in the social or natural sciences, is impacted by the needs of the market and by the ideologies sometimes of people of certain interests. But you are talking about a civilization that puts its research needs under its charity, so that the research is done independently.